Alright, just gonna do some GoPro testing. We got the new setup with the CPVC camera brace in my backpack. I'm just gonna do some shooting. I got some shoot and see Birchwood Casey targets here. Got my shooting rest. We got some guns here. We got a 760 Remington, Skinner Express peep sight, 35 Remington. This is my Massachusetts tracking gun. We got a 870 fully rifled, 18.5-inch barrel. Got the Skinner peep sight on it. This was for a Thompson Center Encore, and the holes were pretty much exact. I had to just give it a little tap with a brass punch, and then I could get that other screw in there. So if you need a peep for your 870, try the Encore one, it'll work. And we got a 760, the fiber optic front sight. We got a Big Woods Bucks Tracker peep on this. This is a 30-06. I had this cut down to a carbine length. Didn't have any issues with accuracy or anything. It still shoots amazing. We got the Woodman Arms Patriot. Just picked this up used. Found it at Morse Sporting Goods in Hillsboro. We got a fiber optic. We got a peep sight. 45 caliber. I got the tracking 200 band with the Sunto compass. Shot this a couple times. It's really accurate. I'm gonna put 5 shots, 220 grain, soft point, core locked. In the 760, 30-06. I'm gonna shoot 5 shots as fast as I can at that target that's 60 yards away. So usually I'd do a few jumping jacks to get my heart rate up, but I just walked out there to get my other targets and check what was going on, so my heart rate's already up. So I'm just gonna pretend I'm walking through the woods and a deer stands up out of its bed and maybe starts bounding off or just stands there. I'm just gonna try to get my gun up as fast as I can, and I'm gonna hold back pressure on the pump, so when I shoot, this will just come back automatically. I don't have to think about it, it will just come back. So hold my gun like this. Five shots, you think I hit it? Probably not. So I didn't do as good as the last time. I only hit it twice here, and I hit it right here, so I guess I got 3 out of 5. I shot as fast as I could, and when I did this the other day, I shot 3 different guns, 5 rounds each, and I hit it 11 times out of 15. Alright, we got a Thompson Center Black Diamond muzzleloader, 50 cal. Shoots the musket caps. Stainless steel barrel. Got a peep. Big Woods Bucks Tracker. This sight's for a 760 Remington, but I was able to get 1 screw in the back, and I just put a little bead of super glue around it. It's really not going anywhere. So I'll load this up. I already sighted in the scope the other night, but I put so many rounds through it I could hardly load it. So I went home and cleaned it up and I want to make sure this peep is right on. I had it somewhat close, but I want to make sure it's right on. Kind of a good gun for in between when you can have a scope. It's not too snowy out. I like having a scope. So with this black diamond, with the Crossfire 2x7 with the Leupold Rifleman rings, I have this same setup on a 7600 and 30-06 with the peep underneath. I have a Weaver base and an XS sights, ghost ring back here with the factory front sight base and a True Glow 3/8 dovetail fiber optic red front sight. And I shot that the other day. I got it right on. So that's kind of like my favorite, is to have both the iron or the peep sight and the scope. Low power variable scope. I'm gonna use my scope to line me up. See if I can still be on the same line of sight with the peep, because I just want to shoot the peep. I know the scope's on. So it looks like I'm going to be high. Alright, so on these Skinner sights, you just got a little Allen wrench. That one's too small. You loosen that little set screw up right there, and you can turn this sight. So I needed to go, I was going to be high, so I need to move my rear sight in the direction I want the bullet to go. So I'm going to drop this down. One turn, I'm going to leave it loose so I can adjust it over there while I'm shooting. I'm going to try another shot here. Try 100 yards with the peep sight. We're a little bit off at 75, but let's see what it does at 100. 117. Now we're going to try the scope at 117 yards with the muzzleloader. So we got the Remington 760 and 35 Remington. We're going to shoot it at 100 yards. Shot it at 60 the other day. It was pretty close. I like to put 5 rounds right in my clip. It's a 4-round clip for these 760s and 7600s. I put 5 right in there. I don't really think it's made for that, but it works. And then I open the action on the pump and I just slide this in. As long as this is open, that'll go in there with 5 rounds. If you have 4, I think it'll go in with it closed, but I just do that with it open. Make sure my safety's on. That way you can just, you keep your spare clip in your pack or whatever, you can have 5 rounds in it, ready to go. So now we got the Woodman Arms 45 cal. Whenever you shoot one of these, after you shoot it, make sure you press this all the way back. That recocks the gun. If you don't do that, it's not gonna shoot, it's not gonna go off. So we got the Remington. More Sporting Goods set me up with everything that I needed. Blackhorn 209, Remington STS 209 primers. It's just what they recommended I use with this gun. Got the cross bolt safety, just like a 760. It's about the same length as a carbine 760. We're gonna put our arm saver on again. We're going to try this one at 100 yards. We shot it at 50, 60 yards the other day. It was within a couple inches with the peep. So we're going to see what we can do with a 117 yard shot. Nice. This is the Woodman Arms, 100 yards. Never touched the sights. I bought it used, so the other guy might have tinkered with it. This is my 35 Remington. Oh no, this is my 35 Remington. This was the scope on the muzzleloader. And that one was the scope on the muzzleloader as well. Alright, next up we got the Remington 870. We're gonna shoot some 300 grain, 2 3/4 trophy copper sabot tipped slugs. See what we can do at 100 yards. I sighted this in at 50 the other day. Just beware if you buy one of these new Remingtons. This was brand new off the shelf a couple weeks ago. The front sight on this, I can move it side to side with my fingertips. What I did is I put a mark there where the sight was after I had sighted it in. I took this out and I took a brass punch and a hammer and I just hit these dovetail lips down a little bit to make it a little tighter. And now, as you can see, it's good and tight. You actually have to hit it to move it. Definitely going to want the arm saver for this guy. Well, it doesn't look like we hit it. I have these cheaper slugs my brother-in-law bought me for Christmas or something. Maybe because I moved that front sight a little bit, things are off. I'm gonna shoot this one at 60 yards. Slug. Cheap slug, expensive slug. So we'll just keep practicing and get these guns. I gotta dial in that 12 gauge a little more. Get these guns good to go for fall. It's still only August, so I got time. I finally got a decent spot to shoot, so I'm thankful for that.